When we knew that we were a few days away, I brought my daughter to the hospital to see her mom for the last time. And it was like this is a movie. This is somebody else's life. My wife was 31 when she passed away, and Rachel was 18 months old.
When you get diagnosed with any genetic disorder, it has an impact on the entire family, and that they're always going to have that hanging over them.
I've known about the BRCA test for quite some time, but I was reluctant to get tested because I was petrified to know with finality that I was BRCA positive.
I always joke that I'm either the luckiest person in the room or the most unlucky person in the room, because I've had cancer twice before age 45. But I'm alive, right? And it's because I had the genetic testing.
I was first diagnosed with a pancreatic cancer. The assumption for the doctors and for myself was that it was probably a spread from the breast cancer.
Currently, we know that individuals with BRCA1 and BRCA2 mutations can reduce their risk of cancer. They can't eliminate their risk, but they can reduce their risk significantly. But the choices we have are less than ideal.
I was young, and I decided to have a bilateral mastectomy. And I also removed the ovaries because, as we know, women that present with BRCA have an increased risk of ovarian cancer.
I can make choices that substantially reduce my risk. But don't get me wrong, this sucks. I don't want to get my breast removed. I don't want to have to think about getting my ovaries removed.
The basser-center-for-brca is the only fully comprehensive center of this kind. We're really trying to provide funding both internally and externally to advance research in this field, at the same time as being a resource for patients, their families, and providers.
When I had a non-invasive cancer in my fallopian tubes, this type of cancer you could barely Google. And now the Basser Center has a researcher studying ways to screen for it. I think that's amazing.
If we can understand why BRCA1 and BRCA2 mutation carriers develop cancer, then we have insight into the pathogenesis of cancer, which can be broadly applied across tumor types and really impact many patients regardless of why they develop their cancer.
By studying some of these cancers, it opens the path to researching all cancers.
We really have to step up the research. We need to get funds for a cure, vaccine, whatever we can do.
I just hope that the Basser Center and researchers around the world can accelerate progress and make the world a place where my daughters and my granddaughters and many women don't have to make the same choices I'm making.
I had a son to raise. I have a son to see grow up and go to college, and so I want to live.
You know, we're dreaming big here, and our patients inspire us to not stop trying. We have made a lot of progress, and we're doing really good work, but it's a reminder of how much work we have left to do. We want this to not be a problem for future generations. We want to prevent this altogether.